Hi, everybody. Welcome to Cruising with Cheryl and Eric. Today's discussion is going to be things you need to know before cruising on an older ship.
So we know that, whenever cruise lines announce, a new ship, a big ship, their biggest ship, world's record ship, everybody wants to jump on them. But honestly, and there's nothing wrong with that. We love the big ships, the new ships. There's something to be said for those older,
More quaint.
classic cruise ships. That we're going to talk about that.
Yes. So many cruisers love cruising on older ships, but there are many reasons, including, but not limited to, the smaller size, the more intimate ports of calls, and, of course, the cost savings.
There are some things, however, that you should know, that you should be aware of when contemplating such a trip. Because, if you have recently been on, the Wonder of the Seas,
The latest and greatest.
Yeah. And then, you're now going to book on the Rhapsody or one of the older ships, that there are some differences. Things like the ship decor, cabin conditions, dining, entertainment, crew. Some of the things that they're going to be different on the older ships versus the newer ones. Even when the ships have been refurbed, or what are they called? They've all got fancy terms.
Stretch?
Updated. No.
Oh, oops.
Anyway, there are going to be some positives and some negatives. So we're going to talk about them. Let's start with the positives.
The grand main dining rooms. Oftentimes, older cruise ships have grand main dining rooms, providing such elegant atmospheres for evening meals with their large crystal chandeliers and traditional decor. These classic dining room spaces offer a sense of sophistication and charm. Kind of like Titanic-esque, I guess. Yeah.
No.
Although newer cruise ships have beautiful restaurants and dining spaces, the grand 2 to 3 deck dining rooms are becoming a thing of the past. If you love this old style tradition, a multi-deck dining room is something you'll appreciate on many older cruise ships.
True.
Yeah.
A happy and relaxed crew. Crew members on the older ships often report feeling happier and more relaxed, mainly due to the smaller passenger capacities and more intimate atmosphere. Makes a lot of sense considering that the new cruise ships can have 5, 6, 7,000 passengers or more. Well, maybe not more than 7,000 yet, but I'm sure Royal will go there. In contrast to that, the older ships, they're mostly in the 2,000, maybe 3,000 passengers, which can be less demanding on the crew. This can contribute to a more enjoyable guest experience because their service will be better because their room attendants, their wait staff, their room attendants won't have to clean 50 rooms a day. They'll only have to clean 20.
So they're less
stressed,
less spread thin.
No. Yeah, maybe.
Okay. Incorporation of the new ship features. Despite their age, older ships may incorporate new features during refurbishments, such as updated sports areas, water slides, and specialty restaurants, enhancing the onboard experience. So you can enjoy some of the features of the mega ships without sharing them with 5,000 plus people.
Yeah. Which is, I'm glad that they add those modern touches to the grand dames of cruising.
We call it tweaking.
Tweaking? Okay, you can call it tweaking. Okay. No advanced show reservations. Unlike the new and newer and bigger ships where guests need to reserve show tickets in advance, arguably, the day those reservations are available. Older ships typically offer entertainment on a more of a first come, first serve basis, allowing for more spontaneous enjoyment. You don't have to plan out, every night of your cruise 3 months before you set foot on the ship. On some of the newer ships, like on Royal, Norwegian, and Virgin, you do need to make show reservations well in advance of boarding, and therefore, if you don't know that or you don't have the time to do it, you might miss out on some of the activities, some of those shows, because there's no tickets available, or no tickets, but no seats available, and you might not necessarily want to wait in line for 30 minutes, 45 minutes before the show starts, just in case people don't show up.
Abundance of fun entertainment, from Broadway-style musicals to comedy acts, magic shows, and acrobatic performances. There are enjoyable entertainment options for everyone. You might think that cruising on an older ship could mean sacrificing entertainment and activities. We personally do not feel this to be the case at all.
No. No, we haven't been on a Vision class Royal ship yet. The smallest ship we've done in Royal would be the Adventure. But the Adventure's been around a while. I think her capacity is 3,000 guests. So,
It's still very enjoyable.
yeah, very enjoyable. Did not feel that there was any sacrifice when it came to the quality of the entertainment or the quantity of the entertainment.
Staff was amazing too.
A better value for the money. If you're trying to save money on a cruise, and let's face it, who isn't? You can't beat the price and the value of the older ships. Cruising on the older vessels are typically a pretty good sized cost savings versus cruising on the newest ships in the fleet. Plus, you can also often book better cabins, including suites, at a reduced cost. All the cruise ships are known for being budget friendly and a great value cruise. Older ships aren't for everyone, though. So here are some of the disadvantages that you need to be aware of.
The ship may be dated. The older ships will definitely be showing their age, and there will be some signs of wear on the decor and seem dated and just won't have a new sparkle of the newest and biggest ships.
Think about it. She's been around 20 years, 25 years. She's had, even at 2,000 passenger capacity times 52 weeks a year, there's been a lot of people, walking her deck. So,
dude, if the walls could talk,
that would be weird. But anyway, they can be dated. They can show wear and tear. No matter how much they try to keep up on it, they've been around a while. Time machine cabin decor. Cabins can definitely feel like a blast from the past. The curtains, the bedspread. Nothing like what you'd find on the modern cruise ships. They're going to be, let's just say, probably 70s themed in some cases.
Oh, that'd be fun. 70s themed.
The cabins on the older ships may exhibit that, outdated decor and furnishings even after refurbishments. While amenities like mattresses and beddings may be updated, sometimes the curtains and the carpeting might still not be the
they
latest
might not match.
Yeah.
Anyway, limited cabin storage. All right, we're just going to skip this one. No, I'm kidding. Although cabins on an older ship may offer ample space, storage solutions might not be as modern or convenient. You'll likely find small hidden shelves behind the vanity mirrors, and wire shelving in the closet. In some cases, limited storage options may pose challenges for travelers. Not me if I keep my clothes in my suitcase. But anyway, go ahead.
Small cabin bathrooms.
Oh, well.
Believe it or not, bathrooms in the older ships' cabins may be even smaller compared to the newer vessels. Additionally, features like shower curtains or cramped glass door enclosures may make the space feel even tighter than what you're used to. If you cruise on a newer ship or stayed in a modern hotel, you'll notice the differences in the older bathrooms pretty quickly.
Lack of electrical outlets. Today's cruise passengers should be aware that the cabins on older cruise ships probably won't have sufficient electrical outlets or USB ports for charging devices. Let's face it, if the technology was very different 15 years ago. Cruises may need to bring travel adapters or non-surge protected power bars to accommodate their charging needs. Technology.
We usually travel with the non-surge protected power bars anyway, because we don't want to find out that we can't simultaneously charge our 933 devices at any given moment.
We should clarify my 932 devices in his one.
Well, no, I have two, my phone and my GoPro.
All right, so 931,
right.
2 for you.
Correct.
Bet.
Sporadic Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi connectivity on older ships may be inconsistent due to outdated infrastructure. Travelers may experience difficulty accessing the Wi-Fi, particularly from within their cabins. Think about it. Wi-Fi, when the ship was built 15, 20, 25 years ago, pretty different from the Wi-Fi requirements of today.
Can you imagine the dial-up on a ship?
If you've been cruising on new modern ships, you may have forgotten just how slow and inconsistent cruise ship Wi-Fi was in the past.
So don't be nervous when you're walking down the hall and you hear like the dial-up.
No, you'll never hear dial-up tones.
No? Okay.
No.
That's going to be my next ringtone.
No.
Dim lighting. Older ships may feature dimmer yellow toned lighting compared to newer vessels, which may affect the ambiance and aesthetics of onboard spaces. This can be surprising, but these days we're used to whiter, brighter LED lights. Not a fan of them myself. While cruising on older ships has both advantages and disadvantages, understanding the pros and cons can help cruise travelers make more informed decisions and avoid disappointment. If modern decor and furnishing is important to you, a newer cruise ship might be best. However, if you can embrace the charm and elegance of the older cruise ship, you'll surely still have a good time.
Ultimately, the choice between an older or a newer ship depends on personal preferences, vacation style, and your priorities, to be quite honest. So,
I'm looking forward to our cruise on an older ship.
Now that we've discussed the charm and allure of older ships, take a look at this video we did recently about some of the more exotic cruise destinations, which you can find on some of the older, more mature cruise ships.
Oh, you said allure.
Yes, I did.